Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Daily Power Call. Very excited to come to you every single day at 12 Pacific, 3 Eastern. My name is Tara Wilson. I'm a Diamond Ambassador. I've been involved with the company now for 4.5 years. So first, I'd like to say a big congratulations and welcome to all our brand new promoters who've just joined our team. We're very exciting. This is a great time to be joining. We just launched a blockbuster product, the Neon Healthy Energy Drink. Canned beverages, canned energy drinks is one of the fastest growing categories in the entire beverage segment. Very excited about that. So if you're just watching online or hearing on the phone for the first time, we're going to talk a little bit about, for the first 7-8 minutes or so, who we are, what we do, and why we're changing millions of lives around the world now, internationally. And then the next 10 minutes is going to be a training topic for our people who are already promoters, and we're going to be talking about how to close. So I know that sounds like a very scary topic for some people, but when I get finished with you guys today, all of you will be able to close and feel really good about it. That's the good part. So again, welcome to all our brand new promoters. I'm going to tell you my story quickly. I got started in this company 4.5 years ago. I saw that obesity was the fastest growing disease in the world. I saw a lot of people who could use a healthy, affordable solution that tasted great and that delivered results. And, with probably, oh gosh, let me look at the product line. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 less products back there 4.5 years ago, just going around from living room to living room. I was able to not only retire my husband, but now we've made $2.5 million in 4.5 years, created 5 other millionaires, and over 120 people have made a 6-figure income, meaning they have earned upwards of $100,000 to $999,000 in commissions on top of our millionaires. So guys, very honored to be on this call with you guys today and share a little bit about who we are as a company. Hold on one second, guys. I got a little, there we go. Okay, had a little problem on my phone one. So guys, we're Visalis, and literally translated that means life, health, and prosperity. And we're on a mission to help people have the best life imaginable through helping people transform their health. And obviously, when you go help enough people do something, you're going to have prosperity beyond your wildest dreams. So, when I talk about the millions of dollars that my family's made, it isn't because we sat there and we're slick closers or, we got people to give us money. It's because we have over 400,000 people on our team that are just customers that have decided to join as a customer to buy product through our network because they wanted to start a health transformation. So what we do is we have a challenge. We challenge people to set a weight loss goal. We challenge people to set a fitness goal. We challenge people to replace unhealthy habits. For example, 3.5 years ago, I replaced coffee with our Go Shots. So this is one of our energy drinks. It's 2 ounces of heaven, in my opinion, and it delivers caffeine, gives me all the energy I need for my day. But I was getting headaches with coffee. I was having jitters. I was having crashes, and I don't get that from that. So that was an unhealthy habit for me that I replaced. I've also replaced a lot of unhealthy snacking habits with our ViBites. We've replaced other meal replacements with our shakes. My husband now uses, my husband and my 15-year-old son who plays football uses our protein shakes. And we replace, they also do our, drink our Neon. So guys, it's not about buying something you don't need. Like I love jewelry and makeup just like the next woman, but it's not something we need. It's something we want. Well, food, especially healthy food, is something we need. And if you have a health goal, it's something you really need. And I'm proud to say there are people even on the line right now, like Jonathan Robinson, who've lost 200 pounds. That's 1.5 or more than 1.5 of me. Uh-oh, guys. Someone text me, are we getting anything at home? For some reason, it's telling me thank you. Sorry about this, guys. Doug, text me. Can you hear me on the line? Maybe he can't because he's not. Shoot. Give me a second, guys. Sorry about this. Well, the show must go on. So We help people, hit their goals through a challenge. And the greatest thing about our challenge is you're going to save money while doing it, because you're going to take money you're already spending on food that is more expensive and less healthy, and you're redirecting it. So maybe you're placing a couple meals a day with either our cereal or our cereal or our protein shakes. We've also got 7 healthy snacks, 4 energy drinks, and everything you need for healthy weight loss, like an all-natural metabolism booster, an all-natural hunger control, Omega Vitals. I mean, guys, we have an entire product lineup to help you with your goal, whether it's to lose a few pounds or a few hundred pounds, whether it's to get in shape and build like 5 pounds of lean muscle or 34 pounds of lean muscle like my husband, or if it's just like, you know what, you just know that your habits are unhealthy. You're running for those diet sodas. You're running for those, iced coffees in the middle of the day. And so, guys, what we do is we help people make a decision, pick a kit, and start on a health goal. And then we help people get it for free. So, one of the biggest innovative things we've ever done is our 3 for Free program, because we know that 7 out of 10 people are overweight and 35% are obese. So look around at your friends and your family. 1 out of 3 of them are obese. And a lot of people, misconstrue obese. They think it's what most people think is morbidly obese. Obese is like love handles. It's like that spare tire. That's obese. So just because you don't feel like you're really big, or, you feel like your jeans are just a little tight, just be careful, because the visceral fat is the number 1 indicator of every chronic disease. So we are literally, truly changing people's lives 10 pounds at a time. Every 10 pounds you lose drastically reduces your risk of diabetes, drastically reduces your risk of heart disease, and every other thing that goes along with that horrific disease. And so, I want to just say, to the entrepreneurs out there, you don't build a business, you solve a problem. And 4.5 years ago, I saw that problem. October of 2010, they announced that obesity is now past smoking as the number 1 cause of heart disease, our number 1 killer. And that's got me thinking. And I said, I want to join a weight loss company. I want to help educate people, get them on programs that can change this pattern. This is a horrible pattern. We were going in the wrong direction. So I sought out 2 months of a journey of looking, and I landed in ViSalus deliberately. Nobody recruited me. So you guys may have been invited to take a look at it. I actually sought it out, and I found somebody to enroll me because I wanted to. Why did I choose ViSalus? Well, because our product is so inexpensive that I believe anyone can afford it, even if they had to pay for it. But if they get 3 friends to join the challenge with them, they get it for free. My husband and I last month got $400 in free food, snacks, and energy drinks, which we'll buy, my favorite Go Shots, we'll buy snacks, we'll buy cereal. The kids eat cereal every single day. My son now is drinking 2 protein shakes a day now that he's full in football again. And I can't keep Neon in stock. So $400 in products of things we were already spending money on, right? We were already spending money on this. And then, of course, for the entrepreneurs, I thought, yeah, if you just go out and help a few people, you can earn a BMW. And I thought, that's pretty cool. I want a BMW, right? I had a Mercedes at the time, but I always heard that the BMW was the ultimate driving machine. So I said, what does it take? $12,500 in monthly sales? I had helped that, 20 times over in my previous company. So I got involved thinking, you know what? This is simple. It's going to help a lot of people. Anyone can afford it. They could get it for free. And if you wanted to go help a few more people, you can make money and drive a free BMW. So my original goal was to help 25 people earn a BMW, just 25. And in the last 4.5 years, my team has helped almost 2,300 people earn a BMW. And more importantly, like I said earlier, hundreds of thousands of people have decided to take a health journey with us. And so, if you have a health goal, it's a no-brainer. If you have not done so already, get to a challenge party, or if you are not near the person who invited you to listen to this, go right now. Like, don't waste any time to overview.vi.com. Watch a 10-minute video about the challenge, gives you all the details, including our 90-day money-back guarantee. Most products don't guarantee their products for 30 days. Well, we're so confident that you're going to love your results, that you're going to be so satisfied with your results. If you're not, we'll give you your money back. So in a nutshell, you can save money while you lose weight. If you don't, you get your money back. If you do, every 10 pounds you lose, our company on your behalf will donate 90 meals to a child that suffers from childhood obesity or somebody who is low income that can't afford healthy meals. In fact, we just had an official partnership with the Boys and Girls Clubs of America to help them raise millions of meals over the next coming years for the children in their network who need it. Their goal is to raise 5 million healthy meals and snacks, and we have already helped hundreds of thousands in the first 6 months of this year go to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. So if you have a health goal, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. You're going to save money, and if you don't like your results, you can take all of the product for 90 days. You get your money back, no questions asked. Join the challenge. Join the challenge today. For those entrepreneurs, I'm going to tell you right now, in the last 6 days, over 720 people invested $500 to become a promoter, $500 or $1,000 to become a promoter in our team. In our company, in our team, dozens and dozens and dozens in the last 6 days, actually over 100 in our team in the last 6 days. So you got to ask yourself 2 questions. Why did I listen to this call? Who put me on this call? And why am I interested in starting a business? And the second thing is, if I watch the system and I find a system I can follow that will guarantee me results, why would I not do this, right? And we're going to talk a little bit in a few minutes about how to close. But guys, if you're an entrepreneur on this line, I think there might be one other weight loss company in my research that has created 55 millionaires in the last 5 years. We've created 55 millionaires in the last 5 years. Over 800 people have earned $100,000 up to $999,000 in the last 5 years. Our company's helped over 18,000, closing in on 19,000 people earn a BMW in the last 5 years. Why not you? If you're willing to work hard, help people, whether it's spare time, part-time, or full-time, and you're willing to go out and help make a difference, get people on a challenge, and find other entrepreneurs to do the same thing so we can just keep impacting our friends and family and our networks, and then help a few people. All we need is a few people from each network to go make that impact, and then find a few for the next network. And that's how it works. It's called network marketing. It's the most brilliant business model on planet Earth. It's changed my life. Guys, 8 years ago when I got introduced to this industry, I had a 1-year-old child, a 6-year-old, and I was working 40 hours a week. My husband was working 40 hours a week. Even though we made over $200,000 a year combined, we thought life was good. We live in a very expensive area, so we had a 1,200 square foot condo that we owned. We were like homeowners. We had no credit card debt, and we were putting away money for our future. And we thought life was great. But here's what wasn't great. Waking up every morning and having to drop my little baby, my little 1-year-old, off to daycare for somebody else to raise her while I went, to work all day. And it broke my heart. So when I got introduced to this industry 8 years ago, what I saw was the opportunity to have more time, to have more freedom, to enjoy my life while making enough money to not have to work at corporate America. My first goal was $500 a month. I hit that my 3rd month. Within 8 months, I replaced a 6-figure income from home. I quit my job in October of 2011, and I've never gone back to work for somebody else. And now it is my passion to bring that opportunity around the world. See, I was willing to work hard for myself. In fact, I work harder for myself than I ever have for any boss. And it's been more rewarding. But the real reward is not the money I've made. The real reward is helping people on my team have victories, helping people on my team create a 6-figure income, helping people on my team get out of debt, helping a single mom of 2 become a millionaire on my team, a single mom of 2, financial ruins, bankruptcy and foreclosure, is now a millionaire on our team. This is what I'm talking about. If you're an entrepreneur, this will be the lowest investment you ever make for the most potential upside. I've turned $500 into $2.5 million in less than 5 years. What will your story be? So for those of you guys who've already made the leap, I'm going to start the recording for our SoundCloud channel. Okay, guys, we're going to start the training segment of today's Daily Power Call. This is Tara Wilson, Diamond Ambassador, and today we are going to talk about, yes, even you can be a closer. And it's so funny because of all the crazy movies out there like Boiler Room and The Wolf on Wall Street and, I don't know, there's so many little movies out there that show closing as like some really slick skill that you're just getting someone to turn over on you, and you get their money, and so you can make money. And that's not what we do here at ViSalus. That is absolutely not what we do. So you're going to have two types of prospects. You're going to have people who come to you because they see this program is a health goal, a way to get their transformation, a way to lose weight, a way to get fit, a way to get healthy. That's the first type of prospect. The second type of prospect is an entrepreneur, somebody who says, you know, I would love an extra $1,000 a month in my family. I would love to replace my job. I would love to bring my wife home from work. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to have a better retirement. You know, I would love to be a college student that makes so much money that I don't have to go apply for a job for the rest of my life. Like there are two types of people. People are looking for a health transformation, which is our customers, prospects, and then there are promoter prospects. There's two prospects you have. So, you know, it doesn't matter how you find them, whether it's through a referral, whether it's you call them directly, you know them, they're in your network, they're a friend, they're a family, they're a coworker, they're someone at church, there's someone in your neighborhood, they're a referral from a friend. It doesn't matter if you find them through social media, you know, however you can get them. Guys, I have two prospects I'm talking to today that I met on Facebook. Two, and they're both local because I wanted to be intentional about getting local prospects. So I went out into local groups and I've been posting stuff and following up, and I have already talked to one this morning, and I have another one right after this call scheduled, who's both of them are watching the overview right now. Are you that intentional about your schedule? Right? Because my goal is to enroll 3 people this month. I've been making it a goal to enroll 1 every month, and I've been enrolling every month, and I'm like, what if I just make a bigger goal? So I think the scariest thing for people, especially people who maybe lack confidence, or people who think they don't have the right personality. Let me give you really one quick thing about personality types. A lot of people think that introverts are shy and extroverts are outgoing. Well, studies show that it has nothing to do with personality, because a lot of people don't realize this, and this is going to blow your mind, but I'm actually less shy than Doug Simpson. Doug Simpson will walk up to a person cold off the street and be like, I'm going to change your life. That would make me go into a sweat, and I would probably get a rash. In fact, for my first 9 months in network marketing, if I were standing in front of a room of 7 people or 4 people, I would literally break out in hives. I am actually not that outgoing, but I'm an extrovert. So what does it mean to be an introvert or an extrovert? Lesson. This is a great lesson. And guys, for those promoters, I learned this on VET. I learned this on the Success Library. An introvert is somebody who has to think before they talk. They have to process things. They're gonna be that person that you're in a conversation with. Sorry, my nose always itches. So you're sitting there, and they're just thinking and thinking and thinking. And it looks like they're really internal, really quiet. They're thinking, and then they'll respond. An extrovert has to talk to think. So while I'm talking to somebody, I'm thinking out loud. So I'm talking. So I'm talkative, but that's just because that's the way my brain works. I have to talk. Nick Sarnicola has to talk to think, you know, and then there's a lot of people who they have to think before they talk. Kyle Passetti has to think before he talks. Jason O'Toole has to talk to think. So it has nothing to do with whether we're outgoing or shy. It's the way our brain processes material. So I want you to know that, because I want you to think, forget how you feel. Like, you may feel like you're shy. You may feel like you're outgoing. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the way your brain thinks. Use it to your advantage. So what we're going to talk about is, 5 things that you're going to do to effectively close someone, and 4 of them have nothing to do with the close. They have nothing to do with the end. It's called the process. So obviously you got somebody in your funnel. They message you on Facebook, or they respond to your text, or they respond to your call, or they come to your challenge party. I'm interested, right? The first thing you have to do, the number one thing you have to do, is create value. So creating value is, and this is through the funnel process, is you have to create value of, if they do decide to join you, will it better their life? And so before you get into a mindset of recruiting, you've got to fully believe, I fully believe, that every single person that I talk to, whether they have a health goal or a financial goal, that every person I talk to, if they partner with me as a customer promoter, that their life will be better, that they will get healthier, that they'll lose weight, that they'll feel better, they'll have more energy, they'll have long-term health benefits. I also believe if you come into my team as a promoter and you are willing to do the work, you're willing to, to have the challenge party, to go out and text your friends, to go on Facebook, to invite people, that you will have massive success. And this is because I think there's like 21,000 people on our team who've hit Rising Star. That means they probably at least got their money back and are making $500 to $1,000 a month. That's proof. So I believe that. It is my belief that if you join me, your life will be better. That's what I believe. So create value on, will this help your prospect's life? So number one, when you're sitting down with someone, create an opportunity to be heard. And what I mean is build the rapport. If you all of a sudden go into closing mode, closing, and you're spitting out information about the challenge, the money, the this, if you're not being heard by your prospect, then you're wasting your breath. This is why we teach people not to go verbally vomit on people. So I always tell people, do not even talk to a single person until you've gone through a series of steps. But the number one thing, so you've got a prospect, I'm interested, create an opportunity to be heard. Be respectful of the other person's time and start asking questions. Just start getting to know them as a person. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So make sure that they have the time to talk to you. So do you have a few minutes? Okay, well, what kind of time frame do you have before you have your next obligation? I've got 15 minutes. Be mindful and intentional and purposeful during those 15 minutes. If they say I've got an hour, great. We'll try to still be as concise as possible, but just be respectful of their time and start building that rapport and getting to be warm with the person. There's nothing like trying to sell someone that's sitting there cross-armed at you like, what is this person doing? I don't care how great your opportunity is, how great your transformation is. If you're not being heard and they're not open, you're wasting your time. So step 2, determine if the prospect is even open to exploring if the challenge or the opportunity to promote the challenge is even a fit for them. Do this by asking permission to ask a few questions. By asking permission, by the way, you're lowering the prospect's guard. Everyone's got a guard up, like, you're going to try to sell me. So when you get permission, their defenses start to fall down and they're going to be more open to understand what you're talking to them. So you might say, can I ask you a few questions to get to know you better? Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? For me, I have a whole list of questions that I have in my notes. Some of you guys can see these. Let's see online. You guys are looking at me. I've got a notes, best questions to ask prospects. I've actually got myself notes of the best questions to ask prospects. For some reason, you can't see, it's too bright. But have you ever owned your own business? Have you ever been involved in the network marketing industry? These are for prospects, obviously, looking at as entrepreneurs. What is the best about what you like, what we're doing? What would be your income goal in the next 3 to 6 months? Why are you looking to start a home business? What kind of time do you have? Tell me about your life. What do you want out of, whatever, if it's a 3-way call, like Doug or, Kelly or whoever, Adam and me, what do you expect out of us? Where do you need the most help? Where do you feel like your best assets are? Where do you feel like your greatest strengths are? I start asking and probing, because here's why, guys. Some of those people don't ever think about it, nor do people dream automatically. There's your golden nugget of the day. People don't dream automatically. People don't wake up and start dreaming. You have to prompt them. So you may be talking to someone who deep down inside wants more. They hate their job. They hate their life. They're living paycheck to paycheck. They have mounting credit card bills. They're so down on themselves, and they don't dream because they're so overwhelmed with negativity that they didn't know something else out there. What about the person that's 100 pounds overweight? They've tried every program. They've tried Jenny Craig. They've tried Weight Watchers. They've tried those diet pills, those HCG, those shots. They've tried everything. Even surgery. People still gain 200 pounds after surgery, and they feel hopeless. So start asking questions. Hey, are you ready to start a health journey? Why do you really want to lose the 100 pounds? What are you willing to sacrifice? Will you be willing to track your progress? Will you be willing to follow this program? Will you be willing to, learn new things? Would you like to create a meal plan together? Would you like, come to my challenge groups? Like, guys, you have to start asking questions to get them opening the mind to the possibilities and dreaming again. If you don't ask questions and you start selling something they don't even know they want, they're not going to be heard. You're not going to be heard, right? It doesn't matter how great your program is or how great your opportunity is. If they don't even know they have a need, they don't know there's a fit. So ask questions, ask questions, ask questions, ask questions. How much money would you be earning a month? How much money would it take? What is your number to quit your job? What is your number to start paying down that debt? What is your number to feel comfortable? What is your number that would be worth it? Like, ask them questions and write the answers down so you don't forget, and start creating a dialogue on that, because then they're going to start thinking, oh yeah, what would it would be like to make an extra $1,000 a month? Oh my gosh, $12,000 a year. For somebody that makes $30,000 a year, guys, you're talking about 12,000. That's a 40% increase on their income. You know how people can dream with a 40% increase? Most people don't get a 3% raise. If someone's making 60 grand a year, 12,000 a year is an extra 20% increase on their household income. Get them thinking about what they would do with it, how it would, lessen their burden every month, what they would pay for. Could they tithe to their church? Could their wife stay at home? Would they feel less guilty about getting a manicure once a month? Would they be able to put their kids in private schools? What would that mean to them? Step 3, speak your commitment into your prospect in some way. This is my favorite thing, because people want to know, who are you? Why should I care? And can I do this? The number one thing that will stop your prospect from saying yes is their inability to believe that they can do it. If they know that if they say yes, then they're not going to go it alone, that they have you to coach them, to help them, to guide them, to go through the trouble, like the getting their hands and feet dirty, like going through the mud together, falling down and getting up together, they're going to be more likely to do it. The number one thing that stops people is they don't believe they can do it. They don't believe they can lose the 100 pounds. They don't believe they can talk to people. They don't believe that they can make money. Because if everyone believed that they would make $1,000 a month, you would sign up 100% of everybody that you talk to. You would sign up everybody. It's not about money. It's not about time. When people say to me, I don't have the time or they don't have the money, the first thing I ask them, the question that I ask them is, how long do you want that to be your story? I always tell them my worst nightmare is to having to say those words out of my mouth is, I don't have time or I don't have money. The 2 reasons I joined this is because I wanted time and I wanted the same or more money than I was already having without having to give up my time. I had golden handcuffs. I had such a great income that I had to keep working 40 hours a week, right? I couldn't quit and stay at home with my baby. Since then, I've had 3 kids. Now I had a maternity leave in network marketing. That was the greatest maternity leave ever. I was literally breastfeeding on 3-way calls. I was literally going to parties and handing my, 1-week infant off to somebody while I talked in front of the room for 10 minutes, grabbing her back. I was literally flying to conventions across the country with my little baby, 2 months old, attached to me, by myself from California to Florida to go to events, right? Why? Because I could, right? And it was so much better than the alternative of handing off that one, now that's a baby and the 3-year-old, to daycare every single day while the other one was in school. That was the alternative. So guys, pick your hard, right? Sure, it's hard to become an entrepreneur. It's hard to learn a new skill set. It's hard to break the mold of traditional thinking, but it's harder to stay where you are. It's harder to stay mediocre. So let them know, let your prospects know, whether they're a customer or like, hey, I want to let you know that I commit to you and I'm going to champion you every step of the way. I will be your accountability partner. I will be there through the rough times. I will get you through your problems. I will help you over your obstacles, hand in hand with you on your journey until you say, I've got this. That is your commitment to them. And guys, I promise you, the number one fear is that they're going to fail. The number one fears is they're going to fail. Well, they're going to fear rejection, they're going to fear ridicule, and they're going to fear failure. Those are the 3 fears that they're going to have. Tell them you're going to give them a conversation that's rejection proof. that ridicule is for idiots, that only idiots ridicule people, and that they're not going to fail because they're going to have you. Sell them on the team. So like, let's say you're brand new, because I've heard brand new promoters on this line, and brand new promoters will watch this. That's where the team comes in. Hey, maybe you don't believe in me because I just started 2 days ago, but this is who I'm working with. I've got this multi-six-figure ambassador. I've got this 7-figure diamond ambassador. I've got these multi-millionaire global ambassadors. We're a team. We've got a system, we've got a platform, and we have a team, and you are not going to be alone. That is what people want to hear, that they're going to have the coaching, that you're going to speak to the prospects with them, that you're going to be there for all the hard questions, because that is what they fear the most. Number 4, this is very important. Create rich possibilities that inspire action. You know, the first thing you should be doing even before they sign up is getting them dreaming. Write down 10 things you would do differently if you were making $1,000 a month. Pay off bills, private schools, tithe to your church, go on vacation, have a different car, have a different zip code, right? $1,000 a month would change most people's zip codes, right? They could go from an apartment to a condo. They can go from a condo to a house. They can go from a house to a bigger house. They can go from a house with no pool to a pool. I mean, literally $1,000 a month in 90% of the country would change most people's lives. Get them seeing, get them seeing more. Again, get them dreaming. You know, when your prospects see a fit for the benefits we offer, whether it's for the program of, losing weight or getting fit, or the promoting and being an entrepreneur with us, and they believe they can accomplish their goals with you, that's when they say yes. With you. So they see it, they dream it, they see this as an answer to their problems. They see this as you helping them get there. That's when they say yes. All of a sudden, their money problems go through it. All of a sudden, they find $500 under a mattress. We have people on our team that have sold couches, mattresses, cars, stuff on eBay. You better believe people will find it. Now we have the best option available. This is your closing. There was still one more step over there. This is your closing line. We take MasterCard, Visa, Discover, American Express, and PayPal. There is now a way that people can go get an interest-free loan on PayPal, 0 down for 6 months, 0 down. Just Google PayPal, bill me later. It's a credit line from $250 all the way up. Rhonda Lucero had one today, approved for $1,000. They can start a business, 6 months to pay it back. What's 6 months divided by $500? $80 a month? $80 a month. Guys, you help them making $200, $300, $400. You make them $500 back their first month. They pay their loan back, and every month after there's pure profit. Now you got a true business owner. So there's no excuses. Time, people will find the time. Turn off your TV. I just found you 20 hours a week. So people, if they believe that they can accomplish it with your support, they're left with a positive expectation. They will be inspired to get started and take action. They've got to see it. Problem, solution, your help, their desire, perfect match. That's when they say yes. All of a sudden, they all of a sudden find the time. They all of a sudden have no kid problems. They all of a sudden have a babysitter. They all of a sudden have the $500. They all of a sudden know more people. Oh, I don't know anybody. And all of a sudden they're like, you don't know anybody who'd be at your wedding? Oh, of course I know people. When they see it, all of a sudden they magically know more people, right? These are the excuses. Step number 5, end by making a request that moves the conversation forward into making a decision in a forward direction. So, Mrs. Jones, you just told me that you want to pay off $10,000 in debt, that you have 10 hours a week to work, that you know a lot of people that probably want to get started in health, that you're willing to follow the system, you're going to commit to me, you're going to take out an interest-free loan for $500, $600, maybe some more for some neon or some samples, and you're ready to get started. What is it? Anything stopping you? No. Time. Let's talk about time. Anything that they say is a problem, stop and address that problem. Why wouldn't you get started today? What would be stopping you? Problem, solve their problem. Okay, great. Well, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Johnson, whoever we're talking to, you just told me there's nothing else that you need to know. You feel confident knowing about our products and our system and our compensation plan, our leadership platform, how we make money, my support, our team, our calls, everything. You are confident in our company. Are you ready to start your business today? And then don't talk. Here's why. A lot of people hate silence. Like if I were to go silent for 5 seconds on the call, half of you guys would hang up because you think we lost connection. And with cell phones, that's very possible. So you're don't even say, are you still there? Here's why. Most people are trying to make that connection between the problem they have and the solution you have, and they're slowly bringing it together in their mind, and then you interrupt them, and their thoughts, they go back. So they're trying to talk themselves into it, and when you start talking, you interrupt that pattern of thinking. Don't say anything. I don't care if it's 3 full minutes of silence. Get out your phone and just hop on Facebook. Be distracted. Start playing Bejeweled Blitz or something. Don't interrupt them, and wait for them, because so many people want more, guys. Nobody wants to be fat, sick, nearly dead, broke, and in debt for the rest of their life. I promise you that. People want more. So let them process it and let them say, yes, I got to think about it, or no. Mrs. Jones, what are you going to think about? We haven't answered all your questions. What else are you thinking about? Let them talk it through with them. Find out why. There's always a reason why they haven't said yes. But you know that most of you guys would actually close more people. Do you know that 90% of people put people through the process? You invite them to a call, you invite them to a party, you give them samples, you start talking to them on Facebook, and you never ask the question, are you ready to get started with your business today, or are you ready to start your challenge today? Those magic words will help you close 90% of the time. Because if they say no, then you need to find out why. If they say yes, then you have a yes. If they say I have to think about it, say, well, what are you thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about I get paid on Friday. Great. Would you like me to call you on Friday and get you started on Friday? Yes. Just, you got to make sure that you do your diligence in getting to know them, building that rapport, finding out all the problems, finding out everything of why they are interested in joining the challenge, or why they're interested in joining the, starting a business. You got to get all their questions, all their concerns out on the table. You got to ask them. You got to give them your commitment. And then you just got to ask for the sale, guys. Closing is nothing more than this. Getting a prospect from interest to belief. Ready? I'm going to say that again. Closing is nothing more than a series of contacts and information you get a prospect from interest to belief. Because when they believe that you have the solution to their health problem and you have a solution to their money problem, they will say yes. Guys, if you follow this 5-step pattern, I promise you, you will never feel like you're closing. And here's why. Because when somebody really, you see it in their eyes and they're like, I'm going to lose that weight, or I'm going to pay off my debt. You're going to help me change my life. You will never feel bad about taking money from somebody when you know it's going to either turn into more money, or it's going to turn into better health, or you're going to help them save money because being on the challenge. When you believe in the products, in the program, and in the opportunity as much as I do, you will gladly take their money, because you know the return of investment on their money will be better health, will be financial, prosperity. I got a gentleman across the country from me, Christian Sims in Virginia. And I asked him to take that leap with me 45 days ago. And he just hit regional director. He's made probably over $2,500 now. I told him, I promised him, this guy's working 40 hours a week. He goes to school full time. So time, what's time? He is sacrificing family time between, his wife and his 2 little kids. He is finding every time. He is up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning saying, I wish I could find people in Europe because I want to still work. And that guy is working so hard and just hit regional director, $2,500 because I asked him to take the leap of faith. Guys, that's because he has desire. He wants to quit his job. He wants to have a better lifestyle. He wants to do it. And he's willing to put in the work. Find the people, create the vision, find out what makes them tick. And I promise you, you will be proud of closing people. You'll never feel weird about it. If you feel weird or like you're doing someone a disservice, then you're in this for the wrong reasons. Because I feel like everyone that comes in our team as a customer promoter, their life will be better. So whose life are you going to change today? Who are you going to close on a better life? Who are you going to close on better health? Who are you going to close on better financial options than they have now? Who are you going to close today? I want you guys to make a big effort to go get 3 people on the overview, whether it's for the product or the promoting opportunity. Go get 3 people to watch the overview every day and get them through the information. get them through a series of questions, get to know who they are, get to know what they want, get to know why they want it, get them to believe in you and the team. And if you have to connect them with the upline, that's furthering their belief in the team. Absolutely, that's what three-way calls are for. And then ask them to join. Follow this, and you guys will put so many points on the board this month and every month, and you will all hit every goal that you have ever dreamed possible. Keep this in your heart. Keep this in your mind. Let's go crush June. Love you guys. This call and this webinar are officially a wrap. Thanks, guys.